increase him from his halved for the injury?
That's a good question.
Because you never put it anywhere for me to reference.
And we are live. Hi, Dragonfly. So he's all D8s, right?
I have no idea. He's
I'm pretty sure he's a kobold mate with nothing but D8s.
no. That's Kibble. Kibble, I took care of.
Oh, Rokam.
I'm talking the other
should
one.
be D12s if he's a dragon.
No, because he's not quite a dragon yet. Which means
he's just a boosted pseudo dragon, which is why I don't know what his health would be.
Isn't he considered like a fake critter or something like that?
Where were you guys when you got that buff?
We were in this place.
In here?
It was before we entered the room with all the portals.
That's right, but I think you got the crystal deal way early. Way early. Like so early.
How early was it?
That early. Let's see. I don't remember if I actually tagged that in the new stuff.
I mean, we can just make up numbers like 103.
We can. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I did the first time, so yeah, let's just go with 103 for the moment. I will look that up between sessions. Remind me on Discord post session so that I don't forget.
Somebody's coming back into battle.
Woo! So
I've been keeping him down because I had it listed at like 20 something because of the halved health, and I didn't know what the new health was.
Yeah, not a problem.
Remind me to not carefully place my fireballs.
Let's get a little bit of cleanup done while we're waiting for Kai. And Navarco's over there. All right. Now that we are live and everything is cleaned up and we've got our kind of stuff out of the way, welcome again to another Scape Games Presents a 5th edition homebrew based in the Forgotten Realms and specifically set through the region of the Vast with the Ravens Bluff, fabled city of adventurers as our party's home base. The Arachnophobia crew invites you to join in on our sessions live at Wednesdays at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Come in, comment, heckle, and use channel points to affect the outcomes of the game. Definitely let us know if there are any additional channel point options that you'd like to be able to use, because I keep forgetting what people want, because I'm old and I need those reminders. So if you tell me about them, I will get them made. Of course, for those watching us after the fact, make sure to like, subscribe, rumble, whatever's appropriate for the medium you found us on. And of course, if you're subscribed here on Twitch, we very much do appreciate the support. Keeps our lights on. Not really, that's the day job, but that's what these people on here say, right? So I'm saying it. Yeah, we're going with that. Now, on to the game. Who'd like to kick us off with what happened last session? Gorham says that he's coming.
Oh, what did happen last session?
Let's see. We went to the bestiary,
Mm-hmm.
and we successfully guessed which one was the treasure room, and we managed to get through that encounter quite peacefully, and got a few prizes from that, and then went to the treasure room. Maybe made sort of friends with the village. Then when we took our rest, we got magically transported to the room that we're in now, which is like a garden. And we met Habib, of all people, who's trapped behind a big electric fence thing. So we decided that, and there's another room with some gems. And we figured out that there's some correlation between, something will happen if we put the gems in the right order. And we decided to also put them in with a corresponding color appears in the lights around us. And once we got that finished, we cliffhangered. So here we are.
Yeah, we get to see whether Draho was correct in his assumptions.
Oh, also there's a roper on Kaizen, although he's like right next to me, so it doesn't matter.
That is true. So we need our Fungus Gardens map. And then to get that turned on correctly. Boop. All right, we are back in the Fungus Gardens. Let's scoot that up just a hair. Zoom in just a smidge so we can see just a bit more. Perfect. That said, with the last crystal placed, the lights begin to flash within the gems held beneath the fountain's water in an almost synchronized timing with those on the wall. The timing between the color changes comes faster and faster until the rate at which they shift from individual colors is almost indistinguishable. The room begins to rumble, a focal point from which seems to be the statue. It begins cracking just ever so slightly, starting at the chest and expanding outwards until the entire statue is covered in thin lines. A power emanates from within the statue. Light mirrors out in the same color shifting phase as those on the wall. The rumbling and power crescendos with a loud crack of lightning and fire, and fires out from the statue. Slight difference there. Connecting it momentarily in power to the lights in the four walls. Dust wells up in the room as the lights and rumbling fades away, and several new features reveal themselves. Where each one of the lights were, now there's a room barred by different colored light bars. And the statue is itself no more. The stone chunks has fallen away, mostly into the pond, a little bit around Drow, revealing a stone and metal plinth radiating with the different colored runes, above which floats a large silver ball, reflecting the entirety of the room around it.
You said the plinth is covered in runes, R-U-N-E-S?
Correct.
What do they say?
Basically, they are full arcane in nature. They correspond moderately to color, but you get hints of knowledge, memory, remembrance.
Can I arcana to figure out what they're telling us?
With the comprehend languages, that's basically what he got.
Oh, okay.
Is the
And
lightning...
the
Go ahead.
I was going to say, and the sphere that's floating above it is perfectly smooth and silvery.
Yep. Almost to the point of chrome in the way that it's so polished that it's reflecting the entire room. Now that all of you are up there and kind of cuddling close with it, you notice...
I've seen this movie. Our worst fears come to life.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm waiting for a tall man to come out through a door.
So you notice as you close in that you yourselves are not reflecting in the shimmering silver surface of the ball. All of the room around you is, but your reflections seem to be little more than a smudge that you can kind of see through, making the area of the room behind you blurry into that transparent, or kind of through translucent, like glass.
This is consistent, I'm just saying. Is the lightning thing that was holding Habib, is it still up?
It is not.
Habib?
Yes. So I see that is down, but that out there looked like you did a whole bunch of other things, so I'm gonna let you handle that. But and he picks up a small bag and just kind of dumps the contents out in front of you. Those are all yours. You certainly deserve them.
Scoop them up into my haversack.
Okay.
And
Habib, I'm expecting a big discount back in town.
You will absolutely get the biggest discount I have. The biggest.
30%.
It is huge.
Huge.
Huge. Definitely huge.
Huge. Kedro,
Yes.
looking at the sphere, is it completely reflective or is it like an inverse concave reflection?
It is a perfect reflection that you would get out of any sphere that is kind of basically a mirror, save for the smudge outlines that you guys imprint upon it.
I'm
Okay.
going to stand by a light and see if that changes anything.
Not specifically. So the lights themselves are actually not there. So let me go ahead and Meep. And we're going to do
Now, where exactly, because you said the thing was up, where exactly is
right rooms.
That orb? So the plinth is where the statue is on the map.
Was.
The statue's still on the map,
Right.
but the plinth replaces the statue and the orb is floating above the point of the plinth.
Is it above us or in
Yes.
front of us?
How tall is the plinth?
Somewhat above you. So the plinth itself is about 5, maybe 6 feet tall. And then the orb is hovering about a foot above that.
Okay. Now, I know you said that the gates had, or that the rooms are gated, right?
Correct. with
Now,
specifically light-colored bars. So, like,
Okay. Now,
there's a
And
green
are we
one.
able to see through them?
yeah.
You are.
What is in?
Which room are you going to first, and why is it
I'm
giving
guessing
me?
we're going to go to the upper
There we
right
go.
one here because I'm closest to it.
Beep.
I'm gonna poke where my shadow is on the orb.
Okay. Fine.
I was refraining from touching it at the moment, but
Drow wants to clean
You're
it,
not
man.
Drow.
I am not Drow. Drow is playing Floridian, so he's going to touch everything.
So, Drow.
Well, it's smudged. I want to clean it because if this thing can be collected, I'm going to chrome our wagon.
This is how we die.
Something like
This is
that.
how we die.
Draho, a rush of memories fills your sight. Everyone around Draho, however, you can see that his body becomes spasmed, racked with pain. His eyes roll up into his head, and he falls unconscious to the floor.
Ooh, do I get another insanity?
Something close to that. The bars blocking the rooms in each corner flash, each in their own indistinctive color, before a being kind of lightnings itself into the room. Draho, roll me a d100.
Or being.
Being.
D100.
Oh, great.
13.
13.
So is it like it coalesces out of the light, or is there like an actual lightning strike?
A little bit of both. So basically, the lightning forms within the bars, which fires out to right in front, and then kind of like a bad matrix printer, zips up really quickly, and then there's this lightning beam.
And where is that being at?
There are 4 of them, one in front of each space.
Oh,
yep.
So right in front of you.
Yes. So they will actually push everybody back just a little bit. Yep. And let me pop those on there. Counters. There we are. Boop. Ba-doop.
So just in point of order, did we get to see what was behind the doors before Draho did the dumb?
You and Ark, yes. So I will give you rooms 1 and 2. Room 1, which is behind a set of green bars, is filled with long, slender bones, humanoid in form, but taller than your average human. Room 2 has a small, dirty form huddled near the back kind of corner that seems to be shying away from whatever light is reaching into the recesses of that cell. Ark, what you see is kind of a misshapen dwarf, slender arms and slender legs, so not your stout normal dwarf. Has a large pot belly, is a pasty pale whitened skin with pallid blue eyes.
We picked up another
Druger.
tag on NPC now.
All right, now let's figure out what that 31 represents.
And just going to say, do you want, since you already boxed the rooms, do you want to number the rooms too?
I certainly
map?
can.
Oh,
And then the 4 things that appeared on the map, were they supposed to be on our map yet?
They should be.
Okay.
they are for me. Real quick, this does someone need a roll of some kind, a d20 roll, just for whatever they're thinking? Could we already use that?
No, Kyson needs you to roll a d20.
Well, I think we still have one. Are you asking about the one floating from last week?
Yeah, but it refreshes every session.
No, I'm trying to remember if we had a reroll floating from last week.
We rested since then. Like long.
I think we spent it though. I think we did.
Okay.
We spent it on my last ditch effort to avoid rolling below what we need to do this successfully.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You kept
there-
rolling
yeah.
ones.
Oh, right after we exhausted all the other options.
Yeah.
Well, now that Kaisen actually sometimes passes dexterity checks.
All right.
We roll an initiative.
Yes, you are. Everyone except for Drow, who is currently unconscious.
Whoa, okay, glad I have advantage on it on the things. So that was a 1 and a 17, which makes 20.
Oh, I feel like this is going to be opposite from last week.
To be fair, you kind of want the healer to go toward the back.
Arky said 20?
20, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Let's get Navarra moved over there. Add Kaizen's token back in. And get a quick rename. Perfect.
Really?
Yep.
We are just messing Drawho's entire life up.
No, Draho is messing Draho's entire life.
What happened
What
with
did you
Josh?
expect? He saw a mirror with a smudge on it, and it was ruining his beautiful face. Of course, he had to clean it.
Except your face wasn't in the reflection.
I don't know what that first word is. I'm assuming it's a people or a.
Mr. GM man,
Yes.
why have my stats or why has my AC changed so drastically?
That is a good question. Did you do something to it? Because it doesn't have your
No,
armor
I have-
listed.
I would like that.
That
Why
is
do I get?
a good question. Did they
Are
do
you-
something with the armors in the most recent update?
Do you
There was a
have it
big
marked?
update today.
Do you have it marked as?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And items.
It's not showing the armor. Because mine's the same way.
So they added base AC to the armor now. That's cool. What was your armor's name? Dwarven plate, I believe.
I'm wearing the Dwarven full plate +1.
All right, so
And,
it is.
and a man, right?
That is because it is
Yeah.
currently showing as carried. So if we switch that to over there, boom. Does that look correct?
Yes, it does. So I don't equip my armor.
Kind of. So in your equipment spaces, the little bags that are right next to each of the equipment, if you click on those, it'll switch it from carried to worn and to like not with you. And those do different calculations. And evidently they stuck base AC as the thing plus the bonus option, allowing it to auto-calculate that stuff for you guys. Fantabulous.
Laughs in unarmored defense.
What's that?
Kedro, we're going to have to hanky mine in.
Probably. So let's get a quick look at that. What's it called? Boo, scale mail? No, that's in your bag of
No.
holding.
Yeah.
It's
No, it
definitely not
should
the
be
soap.
equipped. It should be, well, it was equipped.
You have them
Yeah, the
listed as
brace-
equipped.
Yeah.
So it's because we did a whole lot of that
Oh,
enamel
okay.
mithril.
Yeah,
So it should
I see.
be-
So I got to change the bag over to Warren. Okay.
Yep. And the enameled mithril corset doesn't look like it's showing up as an armor. So let's validate what that armor looks like.
Because we customized all that.
And we'll go type armor. Breastplate is medium.
I've got to go back and look through because we did some funny things with the decks on it too.
Okay. So by putting in type armor, that creates the bonus and the AC option. So we'll just need to plug those in there, and then that should auto kick right on over. Anyone else having that particular trouble?
I don't wear armor, so.
Good plan?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I think Kibble wears armor.
Yes. I think everyone wears armor.
I don't. Well, I wear armor, but I don't think mine was actually. My armor class was manually set, apparently.
I know mine was because I'm still showing 22 AC.
Well, Drow, aside from just being knocked out, you have the benefit of just controlling Kibble now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Drawho's going to become much more interesting.
Initiative of 0.
Woo! I don't even know what that is. He's about to start talking in tongues.
The sad part is it doesn't actually allow for a 0, so we have to put a 1.
Well, at least you got that one out of the way, right?
True.
Well, there's room for more. I've demonstrated this.
Also true.
Drow knocked out.
So, Derek.
Yes.
Has my feather recharged?
What was the recharge rate on that?
Once a day.
You guys did take a long rest, but when did you spend it? Before or after?
If it was,
I don't remember actually having used it.
It was for the gem thing. Then after, if it was any other thing, it would have been.
I want to say I used it with the vampires.
Then yes, because you guys took the long
There
rest.
was something about somebody getting chewed on, and we didn't want that to happen.
Yep.
Right. Then it would
And
have been.
so I changed the vampires' attack roll.
Yep.
Yeah, because we went to the beast area and then we took a long rest.
Yep. So the long rest was after. So yes, we'll call it recharged. We'll have to figure out how to flag those in the system to have like little dot options for checking off when things are done. So I'm betting that. Let's look at wands. Wand of binding.
Also,
Okay.
roll a d20.
6.
Nope, that is not something that they've added as of yet. That's disappointing.
I did it before and I remember the number, so it's 6.
All right. Any final questions before we hop into the combat?
I have a feeling
Yeah.
Okay.
Why have I regressed?
Regressed?
I thought I had felt the wondrous touch of my divine inspiration, which molded into sorceress powers.
That it did.
As I became level 11, and now I am no longer level 11.
Is everybody missing their level 11?
I'm a
No.
I show as 11.
I think the system just doesn't like you.
I mean, that's possible. It's been that kind of day for me.
All right. What were your cantrips?
Actually, if you look back in our conversation, it's all in our conversation in Discord. So you can update that at your leisure.
Anything that you're going to use immediately, potentially?
My first level spell. Don't touch me.
Where is that?
That's a no-no spot.
Really, just the spell slots is the most important part. But I would like to be able to cast shield.
All right.
Pedro, quick question about the Arcane Archer before we run on.
Spell slots is there.
Am I considered a spell casting?
You are. You're considered a quarter caster.
Ooh, Drahog just got weird.
Shield. There you go.
where you don't have actual spell slots, but you have magic.
Oh, that's something we're going to have to discuss then, because this is...
Also, you have that one. You also have 2 cantrips.
Did that appropriately add your slots?
I will examine.
I'm seeing 4, 3, 2, and 2 for Pact Magic. I'm thinking not.
Yeah, that did not add.
Mode standard. So that should be 4, 4, 3, 2? Or 4, 4, 3, 1?
Now you're asking me to brain. That's not even fair.
Always put it
To
back
our
in the
viewers,
playlist.
to our viewers, I bet you didn't expect to learn how to build a character on Fantasy Grounds today.
Because it should be... Yeah, 4... Damn it. Now I need like an actual player's handbook. And I don't have one within my reach.
It's because
I
you left them
blame-
at my house.
Well, yeah.
That's why mine are.
I was
tucked
planning on
away.
getting here earlier so I could review all of this stuff and look at it. But no. My last call of the day had to take an hour.
All right, you are, let's see, Paladin 7, Warlock 3, Sorcerer 1. Paladin
Correct.
7, Warlock 3, Sorcerer 1.
What
no,
does
that's correct. Actually, you don't have 3rd. That's surprising.
I was going to say, I'll take their level slots.
Where can I find the stats for Mithril? Because it doesn't.
So all Mithril does is make the armor light. That's right.
Yeah.
You don't
Because
suffer. You don't suffer penalties to stealth if it would have given it.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember what it changes the weight. I remember that there's no stealth penalty, but I'm trying to remember what it changed the weight value at.
I think it's like a 3rd. I'll
All
look
right.
it up in the
Slots
video.
should be correct now. You should have
Yeah,
4th,
Well-
1st, 3 second, and 2 additional second from Pact Magic.
Yep, because the spell slots thing does that weird amalgamation of your caster levels instead of giving you separate
Yeah.
slots for each class. Also known as, if you're going to be a munchkin, you better be able to do the math, bro.
True.
Mithril chain shirt or breastplate can be worn onto the clothes. Doesn't say what it does to the weight, but half.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Until we can look it up in maybe older editions.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say, I thought it was listed, but I was looking through both the PHB and the DMG and wasn't seeing it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Veered?
Veered.
Okay. But let's get kicked into combat so that
Yes.
part doesn't take us all night. Starting off the top of the round is Greater Lightning Elemental number 2.
I like nothing about that name.
Right next to the 2 pole arms. We'll have him go towards Kai.
Why do I have a feeling we're making a lot of dexterity checks?
Potentially. So he's going to go in with a touch attack. Wow, 25 for a hit.
After all that,
Why is that showing? Do, do, do.
I feel like that's brilliant.
All right. So 9 base lightning damage.
base like damage. I
And
feel like
yep,
there's
go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
I
boy.
don't wanna. I have to like roll good.
Definitely better than that. You see lightning arc across your metal pieces, both your armor and anything else you might be wearing, along with
So everything.
Portions of your weapon. It does an additional.
Extra fire damage. Oh, no.
Shouldn't be fire, but additional 3 damage this turn, and will continue at the start of each of your turns for so long.
Do we get a save every turn?
Maybe. I suppose we'll find out. It
I
will
don't like when you...
Go ahead.
No, I just said I don't like that you're laughing. So what's next?
He is going to perform an additional slam attack because I wasn't paying attention to his big option yet. Oof, for another 25 to the hit.
Rolling well.
For another 3 damage. But you did not get double affected by that thundering touch. That brings us to
good.
Ark.
Having to wait for all of that character reconstruction makes me so angry, so I'm going to rage.
I like it. He has to fourth wall rage.
I'm angry at an unknown entity for some reason.
For some reason, I could not move for several minutes. This makes me upset. Okay.
Rage has been attached.
And I'll go up here so that maybe he'll attack me instead of Navarra. That was just with my instinctive pounce. And let's see here. I'll go ahead and reckless attack, rating lightning elemental 1. That's a natural 19 plus things.
Will that hit? Will that hit?
I'm going to say it should.
Maybe.
I really, really hope a natural 19. And this is with the maul, by the way. So let's see. God, I forgot how much damage I do with right here. Right. So 11 11 bludgeoning damage, 4 fire damage, and my second attack. 18 plus 9, so 27. Dead.
Sounds good.
Okay. Ooh. 19 bludgeoning damage, 4 fire damage. And that's my turn. Wait, did you do it against... oh, he's still green. Yeep. But is he a slightly darker shade of green, Drow?
He's slightly more yellow.
It's kind of hard to tell because of all the green that's in the background.
That is true.
Not for Drow. He is a color expert.
Yeah, you're unconscious. Shut up. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, brings us to the next lightning elemental. Which looks to be number 4, who will tag in on Ark.
Yes.
And is going to go ahead and try the touch attack, multi-slaying. Big old whiff with a natural 1 on the first attack.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Hit with a 22 on the second.
Darn. If only I had my bracers on.
And that gives us 5 fire or lightning damage. Hello, man.
And do I make the save now?
You sure do.
Okay. Ooh, okay. That's going to be a 22.
That will save.
That's how you do it, Cousin. I mean, rawr.
That is its action, bringing us to Greater Lightning Elemental number 3. 1, 3. So 3 will go after Masaki. Touch attack 1, miss with a 16. Touch attack 2, miss with a 15.
Nice.
Brings us to Kibble.
Point of order. Was the 5 the base damage or the reduced damage?
The base damage, which it should have taken off correctly based on you having rage.
Hit.
It seems to be only bludgeoning / piercing again.
Ah,
So I'll just make that a 2.
okay. We'll have to fix that a little bit later.
It's okay. They're small engine rolls, so I can keep track. So Kibble.
Yes, my turn. Kibble is going to.
They both get sneak attack or qualify for sneak attack, so
Yeah.
maybe I'll qualify for sneak attack.
Well, Kibble's definitely not going to expose himself. He's going to stay back there.
I mean, true.
I mean, he's in a somewhat safe spot.
Can he stab her around the corner?
Gotta at least move over 1.
Can
That's
he shoot?
what I was thinking.
Okay, so then shoot.
I mean, you could shoot number 4 from there without a problem.
But he's got
Kibble's got to move over here and then shoot number.
Do you
1.
want
He's
to
already been
disengage first?
I shouldn't have to be disengaged. There's a wall between us.
yeah.
Okay.
Should be impossible for him to hit me.
Well, when you would move out of his reach,
Yeah, if you're here, because you can reach him, he can reach you. And same with that
Oh. Oh.
Yes,
But I
that's
can't
2.
see- But I can't see them. You're facing the wrong way.
one.
Darn. Then now there goes that plan of using the bow here. But
I mean, you can disengage the bonus action. It is something that you can do as a rogue.
Yep.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I was planning to use that bonus action to cower in the corner.
Do it next turn.
Yeah, I'll disengage with the bonus action, and then short bow this guy.
Alrighty.
Let me advantage this. Nice.
Good thing we advantaged it.
Yeah. So that is
Qualified.
sneak attack and then short bow. Bam.
All right.
20 damage. Nice.
Does your short bow not
Is it
have...
magic?
Should be magical. I'm pretty sure we got it enchanted. Yeah, it's a +1.
Yep, where is that? The ornate short bow? No, the face spider
No,
short
the
bow.
spider short bow. Yep.
Wow, this update messed up a lot.
Yes. Oh, so let's look at items and let's go bow.
Which means there's a lot of work on the back end for the GM.
Yeah, it's so fun. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da.
There's some damage.
Simple ranged. Copy that one so that I can open it.
Is Drow gonna be out for this entire combat?
He is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can Rokan wake him up?
Not in his current state, no. You are currently absorbing what I send over.
One of our big damage dealers too.
He's getting a big dome.
There it is. So it needs properties, two-handed, comma, magic. All right, so that should take care of that, which also gives him the additional 10 points worth of damage. That takes care of that. All right, good to go. Any additional movement?
No, we moved out of engagement range,
You're
so
disengaged for the whole round.
It's true. I mean, you can dance back and forth as much as you want.
yeah, but I feel like
This is where you want to be, though.
yeah, this is where I want to be.
Okay.
So I don't have anything else I can do. That was action, bonus action. I don't have anything else that can happen.
Now, with your arrow, as it fires through him, you see it hit, pass through, and as it's doing it, it disintegrates into kind of ash.
Good to know.
Nivara, you're up.
So don't tackle them is what you're telling us.
Well, it's an elemental.
All right. Well, I don't really want to try to shoot something that's right next to me. So I'm going to go ahead and try to throw Greater Elemental 4 into a mental prison. So I will surround it with the illusion that it is being encroached by the vast weirdness that is Cthulian monsters.
Okay, is that a interwisdom?
Intelligence.
Good plan.
Suddenly it's being used as a nightlight in Cthulhu's bedroom.
Roll the DC 16.
17.
All right.
Yay!
So it is mental prisms.
So it can't move, and it's going to take 5d10 psychic damage.
And is that until something hits it, or is it just there?
1 second, and I will double check on that.
Does that consider it like paralyzed?
Restrained.
Restrained.
Okay, so you can't move.
So whatever form the illusion takes, the target can't see or hear anything beyond it and is restrained for the spell's duration. If the target is moved out of the illusion, makes a melee attack through it, or reaches any part of its body through it, the target will take another 10d10 psychic damage and the spell will end.
Ah, fun. So sad part to that, it doesn't seem to restrain it.
Oh, there
Okay.
are you.
But it's still going to take the damage.
Yes, it will.
And if it moves through it or makes a melee attack through it, it'll take another 10d10.
Okay.
So I will
That's
take
pretty
it.
awesome.
36. All right, perfect. Any additional movement and or bonus action?
No, I'm going to stay there.
Okay. Brings us to greater light. I need to make names shorter. Lightning Elemental 1.
GLE 1.
Who will tag in on Nivara. Comes in with that
But
initial touch
no.
attack.
Stop hitting the thing that did more damage to you.
Misses
Oh, okay.
with a 17. Hits with a 19. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and give me the Dex saving throw. And you'll take a massive 3 damage.
Pudding.
Pudding indeed. That is a save. Perfect. All right. Comes in with the second attack. No, that was the second attack. Disregard. Disregard. Misaki, you're up.
Hits for no damage.
Oh,
Guards will make nice part off.
Ignore those. Those are for me.
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say. All of a sudden, I saw dice flying. Oh god!
Rokan comes in with a chair.
Okay. spread out, so I really can't do that.
That's what I like to hear, Drow. That's what I like to hear.
You don't know what you just did to Drow, man.
Randomness.
I have a feeling
No.
this is going to get silly.
I'm reading up on, while waiting for my turn, on exactly what this thing is. This could be no more opposite of Drawhope than Drawhope could ever hope to be. The complete opposite.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna catch on that he's insane now.
Oh, man.
Is this gonna ruin our RP that we talked about?
No. No, this is just going to make Drawhope's business ventures a lot weirder.
All right, I'm going to cast
I can both
Spirit
like
Guardians.
Okay. We have that on your action page, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to upcast it a tick.
Perfect.
Open.
So when it comes to their turns, the ones that are close, you'll make sure that you're targeted on them, hit the saving throw button, choose your either radiant or necrotic damage, pull those off, right click once if we're going up just one upcast, and that'll give you the 48.
I should be able to get all four of them. It's a 15-foot radius.
Correct. It just doesn't take place until the start of their turn because they have to move
Right.
in it or start it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get this whole room.
Let's see, that is concentration and is one action. Any bonus action?
Everybody seems, other than Drawho laying down sleeping, everybody seems to be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Kaizen is kind of electrified.
We don't know if that's a new ability or not.
Shocker.
We just got to this level. We don't know what we could do.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so my homies are not affected. Yeah, so. I think moving's going to invoke attack of opportunity at this point. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here for the moment.
Okay, sounds good. Brings us to Kai. So you will take 3 lightning damage at the start of your turn. And what are you up to?
I'm going to activate my 5th level dad power, grounding.
All right.
It has a special effect against lightning elementals, immediately dissipating them.
If only. Funny part is the name of that power that they're using on you is also called grounding.
So what you're saying is, I've been grounded.
Indeed. That's a little loud.
So, it was Greater Lightning Elemental 2 that grounded me, correct?
Correct.
Then he shall be the object of my wrathfulness,
All right, you are all targeted.
for I have been wrathed.
Uh-oh, arc disconnected. And I'm going to
I
guess...
will bonus my action for Searing Samito.
Okay.
And I will attack the thing.
And there's that one creeping out again.
One more again.
5% better.
Ha! because I'm arc welded. My armor's arc welded shut.
Yes.
I can't move.
You already used your
That's
bonus
what I got.
action. All right. Draho is unconscious. Is Fluffles coming out?
Only if he can help wake Draho up.
Not that he knows of. In
Then
his mental connection, he's able to minorly catch up with what's going on in your head.
Oh, so he's getting a full rundown of what Draho's learning about himself.
Kind of. So the biggest problem with that
Wow.
is he can't. It's not ingraining upon him the way it is you. So he's seeing the flashes. It's just not doing much more than being very brief flashes.
So basically, he thinks I'm having some weird dreams.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I guess the best thing to do would be to have him tuck deeper into the folds of Draho's cloak and pretend like he's dead too.
Okay. So we'll go back to Greater Lightning Elemental number 4 number 2 while we wait for Arc to pop back on. He was on Kai. Kai is already thunderstruck. So he will do...
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Oh, if only he was a little bit bigger. He will step into your space. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Who?
Kai.
Okay.
Okay, because he's trying to engulf him.
Yep.
That's dirty.
Yep. So.
Oh, wait a minute.
3 will fail.
I also got to roll his save still. Sorry.
Yes.
I apologize. I had drama in my room.
Oh, no worries.
So I still have to roll the save with the negative apply damage. Save.
All right. So that is a success on his save. So he'll take half damage.
Okay.
Derek,
Yes.
Ring of Evasion.
Remind me what that does.
Auto saves.
Okay, good plan. Okay, so he takes half. Let's see what that alternate does if...
And does anything extra happen because it's radiant?
Does not.
Okay. I didn't think so, but, you know.
Alright, if the saving throw is successful, you will take half the damage and not be knocked away, not be knocked prone. So I'm going to take this off of you for the moment. We're going to roll that damage. So 19 damage, halved, because you saved. That will end its turn, because I think that's the only thing its thunderstorm gets to do. I'm not going to use that. Is going to use that. Oh, that was the wrong direction. Alright. That is set. He is good. Arc is still not online. We'll come back to him. So, Greater Lightning Elemental 4. 3, 4. Goes after Arc again with the touch attack option. Misses with an 18.
Right, and it's going to take 10d10 psychic damage.
Go for it. And misses with the 19.
7, 8, 9,
Oh.
10.
And it needs to make its wisdom saving throw too.
Yep.
Oops. Take 10 off, so that's 64. I
64.
clicked one too many times.
All right. So that plus that is right on the dot. So his attempt to strike ends up frying him between the two of you, and he is gone.
Fine, gone.
Like poofs out of existence, gone.
Good.
No longer appearing on this map.
Yes.
Good.
Brings us to Greater Lightning Elemental 3. Go ahead and roll the saves for him. You are targeted. That is a failure. Full damage.
Yay.
Mm-mm-mm. 19 damage to him. All right. He will attempt to return in kind with a touch attack. Hits with 22. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. As he does 8 lightning damage. And you are functionally grounded. Where is...
I'm going to use my inspiration and re-roll that one.
Go for it. That will do it. So we'll go ahead and take off that lightning damage. That is his first attack. Second attack, trying the same thing.
Of course.
Hits with a 26. And give me another dex save.
Kaizen, your aura, is it any saves or just saves against fire?
Should be any saves.
Okay.
Any saves?
Saves or just saves against fire?
Somebody's got the Twix running.
So, +2, yeah, okay. Looks like I saved.
Yep, that is good enough. So you
Okay.
just take the 2 points of damage. That is the end of his turn. Ark, you are back with us. Your turn.
Okay, and Elemental 4 is gone?
It is.
Yeah, it attacked through the mental prison and fried
I
its
thought-
brain.
I thought that was on 1.
No, that was on 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then, 1, I look at that one and go, you're grounded, and then, I don't know why they went a bit Scottish, but, attacking 1,
Okay.
recklessly. So that's a, 22.
Will
Hit.
hit.
Uh, 15 bludgeoning damage, 1 fire damage.
Okay.
Second attack, because I'm assuming it's still up.
It is.
Okay, and 24 to hit.
Still hits.
Eh. 14 bludgeoning damage, 5 fire damage.
Ooh, it is not looking good. So, as you're swinging through, you're seeing the kind of lightning that it is attached to your mace momentarily, and as you're pulling away from it, it's streaking off the back end of your mace.
Maul.
Maul.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Brings us to Kibble.
Kibble's turn.
Finish it.
Yes.
So Navarro can do the to the cat. And
Just can.
Mm-hmm.
it's can.
Damn.
And that fries the remainder of that lightning elemental.
Yeah.
2 down,
And
2
the
to
remainder
go.
of your miracle.
And then Kibble, because that was just an attack, he's going to bonus action. Nivara's next. Nivara's going to get his cunning genius. So help action on Nivara.
All right. Any movement?
No, he's doing good there.
Okay, Navara, you're up.
All right, I'll go ahead and turn around and start attacking the one that's on, trying to get into Kai's space.
Okay.
Line him up.
So we'll get advantage on the first one.
$27 is a hit. 7 damage. 15 is a hit. Another 12 damage. 15 is again a hit. For another 13 damage.
And bonus action one more time.
All right. 1 is an automatic miss.
I think we're good now.
19 is a hit. Another 10 damage. And 21 is a hit. For a final more 6 damage. And as your force bolts are kind of streaking through it, you're hearing the crackling of the lightning impact with the bolt and then against the back wall that's behind it. Any movement?
Yeah, we'll back up a little bit.
Going out with Kibble.
Okay.
Hide in the corner.
Brings us to Misaki.
Habibi can come too.
Um.
Oh, as a point of interest too, as we're destroying these elementals, are any of the doors just kind of going away?
They're not.
Okay.
I tell you what, if I manage to somehow get a hold of that chrome ball, that is going to make my wagon way more fun.
Droho, you start us an encounter and it doesn't even benefit us.
Maybe not you, it benefited me.
And he's not even here to deal with it. I think somebody deserves a 1-minute trip to a neutral plane.
Just so I'm aware too, Droho is considered unconscious or at 0 hit points.
Unconscious.
Okay, but he's still at regular hit points.
Correct.
Okay, that's just going to change what I do next.
Can't be mad at him. He wanted to polish the mirror.
You don't get to decide what I am and I'm not mad at.
Go ahead, Misaki.
I was going to say, as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Shoo, boop.
And we're gonna have it
I was gonna
like
stand.
right. Well, it doesn't matter. It'll hit both. It can hit either one.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have it.
Just get around and hit both of them.
Attack the wounded one.
That's what I was going to do. Is that?
Focus firing's been working so far.
Yeah, we should do that more often.
We always do that. It's just we never focus on the same one.
Why did that roll 2 dice? Oh, because
Not focusing fire.
why did that roll 2?
That is a good question. Are you attacking 2 or 3?
Once. Number 2. Did it attack both of them?
Yes.
Oh, well, I only clicked on number 2.
I mean, I was
Try again.
just joking. I was just joking. about
Sweet,
it.
Cleve's back in the game.
I know.
right, hit for 11 points. Cool.
Yeah.
And you
And
do see
then-
the lightning kind of arc its way down the entirety of your spiritual halberd. Naginata.
Yeah. And I still have an action. Everybody seems to be still doing okay. So
I barely have a paper.
and what am I connected to? Still connected to that. That thing's still standing. Let's take a look and see if any of this weapon's jacked
To
up.
be
Or if
fair,
it's okay.
Navarre didn't just do 20d of 10 damage to it.
I assume on the Naginata we got to add the extra damage back into the damage line.
Potentially. Let's open your character sheet up and take a peek at that. It's got slashing, cold, and radiant. Badoo. Cool. No, it's got magic on there, so that's good. Yep, should be fine.
Okay.
12 is a miss.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we haven't completed the mini game, have we?
Maybe.
I mean, you have to keep me up to date because I went. Poof.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stick here.
Okay. That brings Kai to the forefront, taking 9 lightning damage as that crackles across your armor, weapons, items.
Ow. And I flail.
All right. $15 is a hit.
You hit it with a 5. Just keep that in mind. Oh, sorry, the golden
Let's see.
13 damage.
Wait for it.
Very nice.
3 more damage.
Kill it real good.
Okay. So there's that, and then there.
Wasn't the Searing Smite already in there?
Well, yeah, but I cast that last round,
Oh, right.
so there's nothing that says I can't also Divine Smite.
That is correct. I read that wrong. Perfect. So another 7 damage, so 23 in total. Any movement?
Can I have my bonus action?
Oh, you can.
Maybe.
You can, in fact, with a 17.
Finish it off. Almost.
Another 13 damage. Any additional
That's what I got. That's what I got.
Okay. And back to the question. Movement?
I mean, where?
Oh, you could always move into the room down below you.
Nope.
All right. Draho is unconscious. Rokan.
I refuse to be intimidated by the overgrown battery.
Says the guy who's currently sparking.
It did not recharge that, so it will scoot back over.
Yeah.
And we'll come in with its Base attacks onto Misaki. Whoa.
One of those should have been a save.
That was weird.
Oh no, it failed its save. Well, I threw down its save because it's its turn.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, that's why there were 3. Perfect.
Yes.
My save was a 10, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Ooh, well, let's take it out.
More than likely.
Yeah, when it, I was gonna say, when it moved, it happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
And down
Yeah.
it goes.
And that does not interrupt my what I was going to do at all. Yay.
Perfect. Brings us to the top of round 3 arc.
Okay, so seeing this as one target, I'm going to want to go in the shortest line possible. So I'm actually going to step on Drow as I go by.
Okay.
That's why I want to know what his HP with that. Does he take damage?
He does not, unless you're intending to harm him.
I mean,
it's Drow.
You can
In-
function.
In fairness,
I'm
he is a
already
very frail-bodied
frame.
person. He is a very frail-bodied person. So
well, against the
Arc's weight would
lightning
be a lot.
elemental, that's going to be 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Sorry, 25.
It'll still hit.
Ooh, okay. So 18 bludgeoning damage and 6 fire damage.
Let's see.
Very nice.
So, 6. Okay.
All right, and 27 to hit.
Will hit.
Okay. 16 bludgeoning damage, 1 fire damage.
Alrighty. And as you're chunking through, portions of it just kind of rip out, and then it slowly coalesces into a smaller form, reforming itself from there.
I'm going to say I left a boot mark on Dourgothoth's face. You're going to wake up not knowing what happened at all. That's my turn.
All
I
right.
don't need to-
Brings it to its turn, so go ahead and roll the Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, in a fight like this, Spirit
That
Guardian.
is a failure. $19 more damage as those Guardians rip into it. It will continue on Misaki. Actually, you guys are nicely bunched up. Kai? No, that's still technically in your reach, so that's fine. And we'll attempt a Thunderstorm. So, Misaki, Arc, and Draho, go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws.
If he's unconscious, does he
Actually,
Can I
would
make
he
a
move
dexterity
just
as
out of my reach?
person on the ground?
So he's
Because he's more than 10 feet away from me.
no, he's exactly 10 away from you.
He's
Oh,
in my square, so he's yeah.
But Misaki and I get your aura.
Yes.
So.
So
Which is
save
good
on
because
Misaki. Okay.
Is it still +3?
Plus 2, isn't it? Kaizan?
+3.
So, since I'm unconscious, do I even have to make it? Do I even get to make a
I think
save?
you
or-
automatically fail them.
I believe
I'm
that
pretty
is
sure you
correct.
do. I'm pretty sure I do, because in order to make a dex save, I have to be able to maneuver out of the way and see the attack coming. I can do neither.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I got a 13, so I'm pretty sure I failed too.
Can't move, speak, and is unaware of its surrounding, drops whatever it's holding, automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. All right.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Arc, what'd you roll?
13.
13?
If it's a dex saving throw.
It is.
Yep.
Is that with Kai's +3?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I finally rolled low.
Yes, you did. So that is definitely underneath. Misaki, unfortunately, you're underneath as well. So this will affect all three of you fully.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wrong button.
As in underneath of it.
Yes. So
Okay.
it does the full 3d8 damage. So 15 to each. Everyone is
For me,
flung
that's
directionally straight away from it. So Drow goes 5, 10 into the wall.
So a 20 didn't save?
It did not, just shy.
Oh, wow. Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, am I going to take damage from hitting the wall?
You will. First, Drow gets...
Drow hit his head on the wall.
He
We
did.
got more cheese sticks.
Oh, this is going to be great. Now we don't know if it's the brain damage or the ball that did it.
Yes.
10.
I mean, we just assume you're brain damaged all the time.
And that is...
Well, I can
everybody.
actually go into that room.
Not functionally. You're like hitting the...
I'm bouncing on the wall.
You hit the light gate.
correct. Which brings into play the light gate. That is room
Oh, God.
number 4.
I'm the one who's supposed to touch things and figure out what they do.
which has
Not dr-
bars that are made of a violet, vibrant color. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yay, I'm still within range of Kaizen.
Don't get cocky.
Yeah, that's why
But
you
out
don't
of all
say you're
but
good.
out of all these gates, this is probably the one I needed to hit.
Okay.
As it's a 25 with the bonus from Kaizen.
Okay, so that does save, which is good. You feel your vision begin to cloud momentarily, and then you kind of pull yourself off the gate, and that goes away.
Ooh.
Do I have an idea what it felt like?
Give me an Arcana check.
You know, this is actually brilliant because I am still technically engaged with it.
Mm-hmm.
So Kibble does get his advantage and his
Perfect.
sneak attack if he hits.
And you can just send it to me in chat.
There we go.
So the 12 is with the bludgeoning damage at the wall, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Oh, well,
that'll bring us to Kibble's turn.
All right. Kibble's gonna do what a Kibble's gonna do.
Kill that thing.
Yep. Advantage. Did that not roll advantage? It was supposed to.
It did. You had a 1 and a 3.
Oh, well.
Unfortunately,
You're
the
kidding
12
me.
will miss.
Okay. Well, then in that case, Kibble is going to help Nivara.
All right. Any movement?
No, we're doing good here.
Okay. Nivara, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna do the thing.
Okay. Gatling Warlock away.
say no to maldito friend.
18 will hit. 12 damage. 15 will hit. Are you targeted? You are not targeted. 29 will hit. You are now targeted.
Okay, cool.
So, Kedro,
Yes.
that save when the elemental came into us that I made. Oh no, you said I did not make it. Never
Correct. 16 will hit for another 9 damage, and at that point, it fizzles into kind of a bursting cloud of lightning and explodes outward in a shower of sparks and vanishes.
You hit it so hard it went green again.
That is us out of combat. Kai, are you doing anything in specific?
Am I doing anything in specific?
Mhm.
He says before he spawns the next wave of the prismatic room.
mind. Yeah.
I'm asking because you're still covered in lightning.
I mean, I don't know what I can do.
Does anybody
I know what
else
I can
wanna
do.
help?
I'll cast heroism.
Okay.
I will pat his body because I'm still raging, so I don't quite understand that.
Or no, wait a minute. No, I'm not going to cast heroism. I'm going to dip myself in the pool.
Okay. So it'll take you the start of your turn to get there to do so. So you'll take an additional 6 damage. As you do, you see that lightning kind of crackle across what's left of the watery surface and dissipate from you.
I am going to move away from the door.
All right.
As he's moving, I'm going to do that as well.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. So when the fire elementals come in, we can all take the fireball.
Well, it doesn't matter where we're at in the room when that happens.
I mean, the only thing that makes me happy is there aren't 4 iron golems sitting in here.
Don't give him ideas.
He already had that idea. He wrote it into a mod. It was
Don't
so bad they
remind
said
him
no.
of the ideas.
So, is Drawho awake yet?
Not yet.
I think that's the proudest I've
Are
ever
we
seen.
still in combat?
We are not in combat.
The
Okay.
only reason I'm asking is because when I wake up, I need to ask Kaizen something.
Not
Specifically.
in
Okay,
combat.
I'm going to go check on Drow, actually.
You see his body still kind of spasming in pain.
Well, actually, because the way that he landed was on his stomach. Okay, I'm going to try to not to do damage, but just smack him across the face.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Barbarian.
Hey! This is actually good.
I would like a potion.
Okay.
Do you have them or do you need one?
I actually don't think I have any potions in my inventory. Nope, I do have a potion of healing.
Okay.
All right. Roll them
You have
d4s.
one?
Well, how many?
2d4 plus 2 for a regular potion.
My medicine check is 18.
18.
Wow.
So as you slap him, you see his eyes kind of roll further back into his head, and then
It's working.
it pop. They pop forward.
Why won't it roll?
Drawho, you're now awake.
All right.
I keep smacking him just to make sure.
I don't know why the spiritual weapon rolled that, but okay.
Okay.
I am
so
going-
I get back 6. That was pretty useless. Okay.
Welcome to potions at high level. So Drew's going to
Drawho.
wait. He's gonna pop up. He's gonna look around. Now, Kaizen, when you first introduced yourself to the party, you looked pretty much homeless, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you still look pretty much homeless, except with nicer armor and stuff you found?
Well, I can't see anybody wearing nice quality
Dwarven.
magical dwarven full plate looks homeless. No one would make that mistake.
But I should say, do you still look dirty and unkempt and completely low class?
I look disreputable.
Excellent. Drawho's going to
disreputable.
run up to you, embrace you in a huge hug.
No, you're not.
Start silently sobbing
Attack
on
of
your
opportunity.
shoulder and say, "I'm." You don't want a Drawho hug?
Drow has never run up to me to do anything pleasant. And I know for a fact something's wrong with you because I've been manipulating you for the last 2 days or day and a half. And now you've gone nappy time in the crazy place and are now running at me. Yeah,
With tears in
putting
my eyes
your
for a
hands
hug.
on me is not gonna happen. It will literally happen over your dead body.
And Ark is just this is so unexpected. Ark just he's still looking at the place Drawho was.
Well, if you look menacing, Drawho will stop.
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say
no, no.
you do that, and I lower polearm set for charge.
I will stop just short of you, and just very
No. Just
still,
short of me is 10 feet away.
and I
There
will,
you go.
with still holding the extended arms and slightly sobbing, go, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know that's what you went through. Your life has been horrible."
Inside
What do
check.
you know of my life?
I just want
And now he takes a step forward and raises the polearm.
24.
Kendro sees where I'm coming from with this.
Inside check at 24.
Nothing to insight. Drow legitimately seems sad for Kaizen.
Okay, guys.
He is legitimately sympathetic towards Kaizen.
Something's
I
definitely wrong here.
Have worked
Wrong.
long and hard to get away from that crazy lady. I have a new mistress.
Huh?
You stay away from me.
What? What? Miss? Huh?
Draw hole.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how you grew
You
up.
keep your mouth shut. Whatever it is you know or think you know is going to die with you.
Well,
now or later.
Well, I generally agree with that. Draho, are you okay?
Do we have an accord?
I don't know why you'd be ashamed of your past. I understand you. I get what you came from.
He means yes, and I'm going to slowly just try to back
Wait a
away.
minute. You don't understand what? Okay, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're good. Never mind.
Just because I never lived your life doesn't mean I can't understand it now.
I think I hit him harder than I thought. Draho,
I think that
Draho,
he is.
how many fingers? How many fingers?
2?
No, that's right. Oh, wait.
As that
Okay.
exchange was going on, I was going to look through the light bars of 3 and 4 because we saw what was in 1 and 2.
Draho, what is your name?
Lord Draha Slava von Reiklandmir III of Mythdraenor.
That's not bad. Okay.
And your many titles?
You know them. Do I really have to go through them?
Guys,
I usually only use them. Technically, you guys would learn that Draho only really uses them when introducing himself to people of caliber.
Well, considering that you've just gone absolutely mental, I'm trying to make sure that your faculties are still there.
Well, while we're still on this, before anything else happens,
He can give you the titles.
remind me what the remind me what the magic weapons that Habib gave us did. Because I might want to distribute them if they're not attuned.
One
I would like to unattune the next chance we get that stupid warning halberd because it has been useless.
I warn you.
And attune something I'm actually using. I can actually use.
So Habib had Boots of the Unbreakable Mind, Amulet of Foreboding Intent, Ring of Focused Force, the Vicious Collar of Leviatar, and the Malediction Silver Bell.
So what's the mind boots? Do they make your mind strong?
You gain a +2 bonus on concentration when dealing with concentration stuff, as well as a +2 bonus to your constitution.
Nah, that wouldn't benefit me. I don't concentrate on crap. Well, I don't know.
I'm assuming that's.
I may have spells to concentrate on now.
I'm assuming that's attunement.
It is not.
Okay, casters, you figured that one out. The color is the... What's the color do again?
That is the whenever a bearer kills a creature, they gain temporary hit points equal to the creature's CR. And at this point, I'm just assuming that Kibble's doing the identification for you.
Yeah.
Well, we did it last week.
No, because they were still behind the lightning.
Okay, you were just telling me that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Is that attunement?
That is not.
Click.
Okay.
Oh.
So you still have the Amulet of Foreboding Intent, the Ring of Focused Force, and the Malediction Silver Bell.
Yeah.
What's the ring do?
The ring. The Ring of Focused Force. This one does require attunement. Anytime that you deal force damage, you deal an additional 1 point of damage.
Well, we know who needs that one.
I don't have any attunement slots, though.
Okay, well, pick your least favorite one.
Well, hold on to it in case you decide to attune it to something else, because I don't think anyone else is really going to benefit.
To attune to it anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm just saying for future use. And what does the other two do? The bell and the collar?
The color is if I kill something, I get its challenge rating in temporary hit points.
Yep. And the bell allows the user to, as an action, extinguish one of its charges by ringing the bell, which casts the Bane spell.
Is that attuned?
It is not.
Okay, so I'm going to take the color.
Bell can go with anyone. It's an action to do the ring. Or could it be a bonus action? The bell.
The ring is a straight action.
Okay, then.
Because basically,
I'd rather not use it.
You're casting the spell.
Yeah, I'd rather not use it then, because I'd rather use my action to do bow stuff now that I get 3 shots.
I think that's like a whole thing.
He has a lot of stuff he can do with his action aside from ring a bell to bane someone. Yeah, let's hold on to it. We'll find someone that'll use it.
Maybe a Masaki thing.
No.
So the only thing there that would really benefit Drow would be honestly none of that.
Okay.
So I guess I'll stick with the halberd for a little longer.
I will. Okay, so the sphere's still there?
It is.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to just put my hand on Drogoth's shoulder, and if he tries to move, I'm going to just grab him and stop him from touching that.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we could let him touch it again and...
Oh, yeah, for sure. Drow becomes a better person when he touches that thing.
Correlation is not causation. That's as far as it will be today.
I point down to 4 and go, well, that one's empty now, and I hit that door and almost lost sight.
Is the door still there?
All the doors are still in place, and I point over to number 3, and I'm like, there's haphazardly piled stone statues of people in there.
What kind of people?
A variety of humanoid, basically all of your human-style races. So humans, elves, dwarves, things along those lines.
And what type of pose do they seem to be in?
A variety. They've been just kind of stuffed and stacked within there. And specifically, like, pieces of them look like they've been broken off by how they've just been chucked into the room.
Do they look like they're in, like, a defensive or cowering position at all?
A couple of the ones that you can better make out, I'd say yes.
This does not bode well.
I would like to step in front of door number 2 and call out to the dwarf creature that's back there.
You hear kind of an almost cat-like hiss
I'm going to speak in Dwarvish. It's okay. We don't want to hurt you. Let's keep it that way. Doesn't respond.
Grok not want deal with any more problem. Go away. Go away.
Okay.
What did you say your name was?
Grok. Grok of Charup.
Would you like to come out of there, Grok?
No, let her come out.
What if we can find a way to open it without hurting you?
Maybe.
Oh, question. This stuff is made of light, correct?
Correct.
I know it's not much. I do have a pocket mirror for looking around corners when I want to hide and shoot.
Which you've never used.
Oh, I've used it before, but only when it desperately was needed. Unfortunately, most combats start without me being able to hide around a corner.
Are you sure that the pocket mirror is not so you can get lost in your own eyes?
No, but I'm going to turn that globe into chrome bumper for my wagon. Just wait.
Okay.
Rims the whole 9 yards.
So you have a pocket mirror. What are you doing?
Yes. Well, can I reflect the light back to a small degree just to see if maybe we can use that as a testing point for if we can reflect the light and let him through?
Reflect the light from where?
From basic, like it seems it has to be coming from one direction.
So
That's how light works.
all of the light in the room is coming from the 4 barred kind of gate doors at this point.
I know, but I mean, those gate doors are just light. I'm sure the light's either coming up or down, left or right. Like, you should be able to place the mirror and figure out which way to reflect it back.
Potentially. Which one are you trying to do this in?
This is a theory that can be tested.
Well, the question is, can I use Arcana to determine which color is least dangerous to me?
Go for it.
I point down to room number 4. If you vocalize this, I point down to room number 4.
Nope, this is all internal thought process of Drow as he thinks about the mirror in his pocket.
Very
So
good.
19. What do I think's the most dangerous one, or the least dangerous one?
You would assume either room 3 or 4.
What colors?
What colors are they?
Room 3 is indigo, and room 4 is... Where'd that go?
Violet.
Yeah, violet.
Okay. Well, having not known what happened in room 4 when someone hit it, because I was unconscious, I'm going to walk over here and say, what do you guys think? Room 3 or 4? 2 or 4? Here or there? Indigo or violet?
Room
I point
2,
down to 4.
Room 2 is blue.
Oh, blue. Okay. You think 4 is the best one to start with?
Yep, 3 and 4 are the least potential damage.
Okay, I'm going to go up to 4 since Kaizen seems to have suggested it.
Given that I've just seen you
Or Masaki, I can't remember who suggested it.
Given that I've just seen you pull out a mirror and have no idea what the context is, I'm just going to look at you puzzled.
No, I don't pull the mirror out until I get to it. I pull the mirror out.
Oh, then I have even less information. Go on.
And
Wipe it with my
kinda-
cloth. Make sure it's shiny, and then hold it gently at the edge to see if I can't find out which way it reflects the light back.
Okay. So as you're moving it in towards those bars, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
As he's doing that, I rush over to
Oh no.
Navira here and try to push her in the room with Kibble. Like,
Best of luck.
No!
Oof.
You go blind.
Oof. Oof. That's bad for an archer.
The world turns dark.
Oof. I'm gonna re-roll that inspiration.
Okay.
Again, I'm like trying to
16.
Unfortunately, you still go blind.
Well, I'm giving up. Oh.
Like, I will
Man.
die.
So immediately after testing that mirror thing, before I went blind, did it look like it worked?
It does not. So as that mirror kind of comes into contact, basically both sides seem to be, from outward observers as you're going blind in this process, connecting the light on both sides of that pocket mirror.
So he didn't
Okay.
break. He didn't break. It's like putting your hand through a jet of steam. Or
Yeah, I mean, I didn't let the light touch my hand. I just put the mirror up enough to touch the light.
Yep.
So,
yeah, it's like trying to put a mirror to sunny sunlight coming in a window.
Mm-hmm.
fair enough. So, I am now going to pull my hand back, shove my mirror into my pocket, and start screaming, "My eyes, I can't see! I'm blind. My hubris has caught up to me. I'm sorry, Kaizen."
I walk
see
up
it
and I'll grab his hands.
And I run off in a random direction.
I think
Will somebody
control
control him, please?
Draho, go ahead and
Okay.
give me another wisdom saving throw.
While he's doing that, is anything jumping out at us?
It is not.
13.
Draho winks from existence.
Yay.
Oh,
Whoa.
thank God.
What happened to Draw?
Did he just
Um,
go crazy and disappear?
I'm looking inside room number 4.
Navara, I have a thought. Can you manifest the tiny hut in the doorway?
Yeah, we can try that.
We're using the tiny hut as a door stopper now. That's
Do I
its new
see-
purpose.
Do I see Draho inside room 4 now?
You do not.
Okay.
Do we see him in any of the rooms?
I would like to Arcana to see if Ark's suggestion is a good idea.
Okay, go ahead and give me that roll.
Meanwhile, I'm going to be looking around for Drow.
I'm gonna inspiration that.
Okay.
Aizen, you've got a new best friend in Drawho. Just want you to know that.
So
Okay, that's not what I wanted to do.
at some
Dark
point-
One's luck.
Oh!
wow.
Cool.
You figure it's a pretty good idea.
All right.
I mean,
Well.
I am the smartest one of the group.
I guess we're gonna YOLO. I will try to tiny hut in the doorway here
10 minutes.
so that Gruck can walk through the tiny hut without touching the light.
Okay. So as the dome ends up coming down, you see that the bars are just interconnected with it and inside the dome as well.
Okay.
If
So
a mirror
we can't-
didn't work, a magical fortress isn't going to work either.
Well, you're not here.
All right. Well,
That'll
if it
be-
doesn't actually interrupt the flow of the door, I'm gonna go ahead and just let it.
Heads up,
Dissipate.
did Rokan, because he's basically been chilling on my shoulder under my cloak, basically staying out of sight, did he disappear with me? Because he's basically been hanging on, like curled up on in the what you would call the hood of my cloak. He's basically curled up in the hood.
I'm going to go with no,
No.
because at this point he is most certainly not equipment.
So you just went.
Yeah.
So you see that tiny little dragon just appear out of nowhere and then plop.
So okay. So we see Dragon now. And I go, Roken, where's Raho?
Doesn't seem to have a connection. Just kind of looks around pensively.
All right. Well,
Do I have anything? I don't have any of the Drahos. Kibble, do you have something of the Drahos?
Me?
Oh, are you wearing his symbol?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Rokan. Draho. Where?
It looks around and you see it kind of shrug.
Can you do the thing with the mental pictures?
And it shakes its head.
Have you tried?
Shakes its head.
Try.
Shakes his head.
I got nothing.
Now you see what I deal with.
All
No, I
right.
don't
Well,
see you.
I'm going to go ahead and turn back to Gruck. Because Drow is gone, and that's a happy day.
So
I got a
We'll deal
feeling
with it
somebody
later.
banished me finally.
the doors, because
Mhm.
I hit that one that he touched and went blind. Kaizan kind of had it right, jokingly. It's similar to a prismatic wall spell as far as the colors go, because if you look down in 3, you've got stone statues. And that usually happens to people that hit that correlating color.
I've had it with
So-
these flipping colors in this mother flipping dungeon.
So
All right.
as
so
far as
based on that, can I Arcana to know how to take down a blue wall?
Give me an Arcana check. 16, that I will give you since it's been pointed out. The blue wall. This layer can be destroyed with fire.
I have fire.
Okay, the only thing I have that's fire is a fireball. And I
Firebolt.
don't think that's worth it. So somebody else want to take care of this?
No, I just fling a firebolt across the room.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh,
Discontinue until it goes away.
it's a D. Oh no, I get 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this game has been weird. Raho's only added points to it is freaking out Kaizen. That's the only thing he's accomplished this
So,
game.
as it hits, it crackles. You see a bit of the blue dissipate momentarily and then slowly come back together.
So, fire will work. I just need more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Question. I guess you can use whatever skill would be necessary for this, but does the light count as an object?
Not functionally, because it's a spell effect.
It's technically a hard light construct.
As a spell effect.
Do we still have any of those circlets of blasting?
Yes, I have it. I will just fling the circlet of blasting at.
All right.
How many is that?
Each one, I think, is a D10. Where are you?
And then my question is, how does this thing work? Do I get an extra D10 per bolt, or do I just get an extra D10?
So it works as the Scorching Ray spell, which gives you 3 bolts of 2d6 fire apiece. So
Okay.
66 in total.
But now the question is, when I use it, do I get 1 extra D10 or 3 extra D10?
It is 3 separate, so it goes onto each one.
And also with the document fireball.
And that is enough. You see that door crackle momentarily, and then it all just kind of retracts into the wall. Gruck kind of peeks out of the shadow. What?
You can come out, Gruck.
What you large
Shit.
people want?
There's no plan beyond getting him free.
Would you just want to be
Navara,
Well, I think
Yo,
you
dog,
got a
can
Navarro.
I borrow this?
Sorry, what was that guy?
Yo, dog, can I borrow this? That was kind of sweet.
blasting.
Oh, the circular blasting. You can have it.
Awesome. Do you want my magic helmet?
Spear
Is
magic.
it do you have a spear to go with it?
I do have a no. I have a Fouchard fork. I no longer have a spear.
So no
Thus,
more
no
spear
more-
magic helmet?
No more spear and magic helmet unless somebody wants my partisan.
Wouldn't do me any good, but you can have the circlet.
Oh, awesome! I'm gonna plug in the Oh, I know who needs this. And I walk over to the little grox that could, and I plop that down right on top of Kibble's head.
He kind of looks up and is looking through it, and he's like, "Is it? Oh, I'm important now."
Well,
Yeah.
you're not here, so you're in command now.
So
We should win.
I
Hey, he
agree.
gives order. He's
It's a
been
good
learning
plan.
how to command from Drawhoe.
So how often does this thing go off? I mean, is it like once a day or like?
The circlet?
Yeah.
yeah, once per day.
Yep. Recharges at dawn.
Okay.
So Gruck, how did you get trapped in here?
Well, I was part of the thing that the old bad dude wanted us to go and do the moving of the stuffs and whatnot, and Gruck just didn't really want to move the stuffs, and so I got thrown in here.
So what stuffs? Like supplies for the castle, or?
The big boxes, yeah.
Those. And I point to the crates.
Yeah, like those, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long have you been down here?
I don't know. A while. Definitely a while.
Ark's gonna leave it at that.
So do you know anything about how to move through the castle safely?
Well, I would go through a door, and then I would show up in the room that I was supposed to show up into until I showed up in here. I don't think I was supposed to be in here, but then I was supposed to be in here because I couldn't get out.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna kind of glance over, and is that doorway to the top still blue?
It is not.
Interesting.
Do we want to get rid of all the other colored doorways?
Is there anything worth mentioning behind each of the colored doorways?
Gruck, do you know anything about the other doors that are here?
Well, I think that one, and he points at the one directly across the number 3. That one's a statue storage room, and we dumped some statues in there, and I think we might have broke one or two, and I don't think that the master was overly caring about it, because he said just dump them in there. So we dumped them in.
Okay, what about the other ones? Do you know anything about those?
Well, we didn't do anything in that one, and it's kind of creepy. It's got old bones in it, and the one down there, well, it is reserved for the how do you put it? I'm not sure. Is reserved.
Sure.
Do you know anything about opening the doors?
Nope. They just kind of go up and they go down when he tells them to.
I point up at the chrome sphere floating kind of above us.
Oh, that's new. There was a statue there before.
Anything on the plinth change after with all the interaction that's happened?
You see that the blue colored rooms are no longer there.
I point that out.
But I mean,
So there is a way to win the room. We just need to know how to defeat all of the different layers and use the correct spellage.
And Kibble puffs up. We're gonna win.
You'll be the first to die, but I like the enthusiasm.
Would I understand the ways to go through the rest of these doors?
Give me an Arcana check for room number 1.
With a bonus because I figured out how number 2 works?
Not quite.
Or a bone?
That's a random of spell?
So it's the fact that you know that it is that particular spell that gives you the capacity to insight this. You're not too sure on the green option.
Navarra.
Okay. We'll let Navarra get it.
18 will work. You would assume that a portal spell of some form that's equal or greater than like a pass wall spell will allow you to push through that one.
Okay, how about number 3?
I'll give it to you on a 14. Room 3 is indigo. Needs bright light shed by something powerful enough to function as daylight.
Okay.
I can cast daylight.
And let's go with number 4.
12 doesn't quite cut it.
What if I
Only
give
draw
a
over there.
friction?
He's good at this.
10, not so much.
Even though I bounce off it.
What if I give Misaki my inspiration?
Can do that if you'd like.
No, give Navarra your inspiration.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Oh, Kibble can try. He's got Arcana trained.
There you go.
Kibble knows what's up.
Kibble kind of looks at room number 4 and pulls out a spell component and then casts, and it just goes away.
And that's why you're in charge.
Yep. And with that,
And-
Drow pops back into where he was at.
God damn. I mean, hi.
Looking
Am I
at
still
the
blind?
You are still blind.
Looking at the plinth, did the
You run through the
corresponding
wall.
runes disappear?
It did.
So I pick out what
We'll
room number
cast
4.
daylight on number 3.
And that one dissipates. As do those runes.
So which one's dissipated?
All but room...
Don't
Basically, we need a transportation spell.
Yes.
2, 3, and 4 are open.
So
The
room
doors
1.
are gone. That leaves 1.
So,
we
like,
have that.
dimension door?
Potentially.
Anyone have past wall?
I have Misty Step. I don't think that's powerful enough.
You would wager that it's not.
Can
Let
you
me-
cast it at a higher level? Or is it not cast higherable?
Don't believe so.
Hmm.
No, I
don't
don't
think
believe
it
you can
does.
upcast
It's
that.
got to be 5th level or higher. And it's got to.
Yeah, I can't muster that circle of magic.
Oh,
Got to
okay.
Bad
teleport.
slice.
I was going to say, I don't have
You should
that.
give it to the fox dog.
Time to trash now.
He'd still eat it.
Hmm.
Fox dog.
Fox jerk.
So, as Draho pops back up, still blind, he's assumably been in another dimension screaming in blindness. Do I know what I was in? Despite being blind? What did I sense?
All you smelled was rotten forest and even worse, like putrescence and decay.
Oh,
Did I roll anything to determine I recognize where I was?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a int check with proficiency.
I think I know where you went.
Int check with proficiency.
Mhm.
How do you do that?
Just roll a d20
Yep.
and add your proficiency modifier and your intelligence bonus.
Oh, okay. So proficiency is 4. So let me add a 4 and roll intelligence.
15.
15.
You think that you were outside the keep.
I had a chance to escape. I was too blind to see it.
And or too blind to see what was staring at you when you popped in.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I
It
couldn't
was
see, because
too
Draho would have
blind.
freaked out if he's in a forest of undead. So I'm going to be like, oh, the air smells light. Almost.
Well, maybe you should sit down until you can see something.
Oh man,
So-
I think I might have been outside. It was scary. I heard something. It might have been a zombie. It might not have seen me, or I didn't see it, so it couldn't see me.
Draho. I need you to sit down and stop touching things.
No, we need to leave. Like now, we need to get out of here. He can have the stupid dragon stone. We don't need it. We need to go. This place is bad. I don't like it anymore.
Because you won't stop touching stuff. If you would
Kiddo.
stop acting like a child, maybe things wouldn't be going so poorly for you.
Hold your breath.
Look, once I
walks
can
up next
see,
to
I'm
Nivara
leaving.
and kind of looks up at her. Why would you bring a child in here?
It's not the little. Okay, you know what?
I didn't
I
want
think
to
that's
bring him.
I think that's more hilarious because of everyone in the group. I think I'm the oldest by a couple hundred years.
Believe me,
It's
Gruk, I
like
did not
a
want to
child.
bring him.
He must be a really big baby because he's pretty tall.
It's like a child, not a natural.
He is the biggest, baby.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You
Stop
have no
encouraging
idea.
Immediately, I'm going to be like, who's there? Who's the new voice? Can you help me? I can't see.
Gruk can help you. What you want Gruk do?
Fix my eyes.
You see Gruk kind of reach down, pull out some dirt, go over to the water, mud it up.
Draho doesn't
no.
see this.
Correct. Comes back over to Draho, and you feel kind of a grasp on your shirt pulling you down.
Oh, man. And you know what? Because I'm trying to see, my eyes are wide open, unblinking. Because why wouldn't they be?
Do you lead him down?
Of course I do. He said he was going to help me. I have no reason to distrust a stranger that no one has killed yet.
The rest of you see him spit into that mud, kind of swirl it around a bit, and then slap it over Draho's face. Okay, you keep
Does my
that...
eye sting?
Oh, very much so. Like, so
You hear a
painful.
blood-curdling scream.
Ooh, he is a big baby. It's okay, and you feel him kind of patting your chest. It's a very small hand. Give that an hour, and it'll be fine.
As I scream, I am going to scream in a language no one's ever heard before.
So what
And
does
I
he
can
scream?
guarantee that.
Do
I
you
can
still have comprehend
double dog
language?
guarantee.
No, you can tell me what you're screaming.
Yeah,
Crawl.
comprehend language is always up.
It's
Oh,
auto.
if that's the case, then it's crawl that I scream in. Because comprehend languages, no languages from other dimensions.
Okay, well, while he's
It
doing
comprehends languages, though. I would assume so.
that, so what's room 4?
Room 4 is empty entirely.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if somebody can comprehend what I'm saying, I'm basically just cursing aggressively, and I'm using an interesting feature. Normally when I curse, it's very elegant, and because I usually do it in Elven or Sylvan, it's very flowy and feathery, and you can tell it's from someone who doesn't curse regularly. This seems to be the cursing of a gutter-born garbage person. Like, this is some real foul, you'd be hard-pressed to find worse swearing in a ghetto.
But we don't understand.
Wow.
Only the
So-
people that can understand, comprehend languages.
In order to not let Draho know that she's laughing at him, Nivara is going to go down to room number 3.
Okay.
Ark is going to laugh out loud so everyone can know that he's laughing.
And if anyone else, you heard a very strange language you've probably never heard in your life, unless you somehow know crawl, Kraul.
Caddy, I don't believe it gives me the ability to be able to name the language. It just means I understand what's being said.
Correct. Everything that comes across to you to your native tongue.
Okay. I just walk up and I'm like, Drow, come here. Give me your hand.
I reach out, panicked.
I grab his hand. Come on. Let's wash your face off. I take him back to the fountain and I'm like, yeah. We're walking back to the fountain and we're going to dunk your face so you can get the water, it clean. Maybe it'll clear out your eyes too.
Okay.
Wow.
I trust you more than whoever just tried to kill me.
So I'll walk him to the edge, put his hands on the rim of the fountain. Okay, you're in front of the fountain.
Okay.
I'll let you douse your own head.
Eyes wide open, I'm going to dunk my head into the water and just blink hard.
Okay. You feel that mud begin to slough off, and in doing so, the crystals that are within that pond kind of begin to take shape in your eyesight. It's still a bit blurry, but you're not fully blind anymore.
Okay. I'm going to pop back up. I can almost see, and I'm going to
put your
hug
face
Kaizen.
back in there.
And I'm going to hug Kaizen as soon as I see him.
Gruck comes kind of waving over at you. Why'd you take it off? If you take it off before time, you ain't going to see right.
He never saw right to begin with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to hug Kaizen and be like, thank you.
Oh, good. He's thanking Kaiser, not Misaki.
Yeah. Drow 100% believes Kaizen did that for him. I know as a player,
don't give him a hug.
So what do we got in room number 3?
I shot you that over in Discord.
Okay.
So yeah, Drogo's going to keep submerging his head for long periods of time and then come up right when he can no longer hold his breath.
So you get more of the mud off, but it doesn't seem to be correcting your vision.
I don't think you're using enough. Hang on, Ark just dumps his head in.
You know what? I got Droho to give himself swirlies.
His mouth is actually submerged, so it's going to be for a little while. That help?
I still can't see any better. I think we might want to put the mud back.
Well, that is what Ira said.
Okay, Drogo's going to try and look for, is the clump of mud still in the water?
It seems to have dissipated throughout the water.
Darn.
You need I make more?
Yeah, please. I didn't realize you were actually helping me. I thought you were trying to kill me.
Oh, no. Gruck doesn't kill. Gruck's nice.
We wouldn't let him do that. Saving the pleasure for ourselves. But
I don't know. You guys have been acting weird lately.
We've been acting weird.
What's a babe doing?
He's just sitting there like reading a book.
Basically,
I walked over. I'm like,
he is very much chilling on his space, allowing you guys to go through and do whatever you want.
Like, I was safe in here.
Hey, Gruck. Question.
Yeah.
What's with all the claw marks over by this other door?
Oh yeah.
That's from the master's big pet thing. It's like a really big dragon, but he makes it smaller and then makes it bigger when he has it in specific rooms so that it doesn't like break the room.
Did it still have its flesh?
Well, last I saw, yeah. Should it not?
Okay. No, I'm just checking. I wanted to make sure it wasn't undead.
What?
No, I don't think so. I mean, He could probably do that if he wanted to.
Let's
Horrible
not
person. We need to get out of here, like right now. Somebody guide me to the door. Got mud in my eyes.
Just
So-
sit down right here.
Door's right over that way. And Gruck points.
Yeah.
Do you still have the humidor?
Yes, I do.
What's stocked in it?
As of right now, that's in my inventory. We have arcane lock, magic weapon. I got at least one more. Scroll here.
Magic.
Bane. We have Bane, and we have. I think that's it because I distributed anything else we had. I distributed to other people as we went.
Magic
So-
weapon, quite possibly the least useful spell right now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a celebratory cigar at this point.
I was just looking to see if we had something that we could use on door number 1.
No,
Yeah,
but I
I
mean,
don't-
if we're looking for a high level transportation type spell,
I'm gonna guess
Yeah.
probably not, but does the fire trap spell in my Book of Shadows do anything here?
Not specifically. It could have worked well on room 2.
Okay.
Is would Pass Wall be anywhere in any of the books that we collect?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
we're looking at.
Hey, babe, do you have any books in there with you?
Wow, went full Gruck there. Oh my golly gosh, no. Only the magazine that I'm reading. Have to get that oh my golly gosh in there, otherwise this doesn't work.
What magazine is you reading?
Golly
Harper's
gosh,
number 42.
Annual?
Okay, we don't have any items that do transportation, do we?
No.
Unless somebody else had a teleport thing.
So I think
What? Kedro,
Yes.
what if I put one of my door handles on the green door?
Can give it a try.
Okay, but if I do it, am I going to get zapped by the door?
That is
You
a
don't know.
possibility.
Give it to Draw. Ask him to do it.
he's already blind.
I just
so-
know that's where this is going.
No.
Hey, Draw. Yes.
No,
No.
we think this will cure you. Quick, now turn this like
No,
a,
just
turn
put the
this like a
doorknob in his
handle.
hand and push him towards the door.
No, because he'll mess it up somehow. He'll like put it on backwards.
Well, just guide his hand and tell him to turn it like a door handle.
No, I fish in my bag and I pull out an ornate door handle that looks like the door handles of the house.
Maybe not you, since you're a healer.
Drow, come here. God damn it.
Yeah, what's
Walk
up?
back.
Best friend who I now understand on a deeper level than I ever knew.
Do
I
you
doubt
see
that.
all of that out loud?
Yes.
Give me your hand.
I
Okay.
like this. I like this new draw.
Come
but
here.
It's weird. It's weird.
Where am I going? To door 1? Yep.
Yeah. All right. I place what feels like a door handle that's not on a door in your hand.
Kibble steps
Why
over.
is Kibble over here?
Dancing around
okay.
you.
So I get a round door handle.
Well, it's more of an ornate one that would like mount to the door.
You can
It's
feel
not the turning
villainy.
one, but it's the one that like when your hand grasps around and the top and the bottom of the handle
So
connect to the door.
like a this, not like a
Okay, yeah.
Right.
All right, he's going to grab it and be like, okay, what do you want me to do?
All right, hang on. I place it in his hand correctly. So all you got to do is, when I tell you, you just push this up against the light wall and you mutter whatever the activation word is.
So Kibble scoots in the way.
Okay.
I should probably do this.
Huh? You want to do it, Kibble?
I think it'd be safer.
Okay.
Well, I mean, no one here would ask me to do anything dangerous.
No, of course. It's just safer.
Okay. If you think you can do it safer, that's why I put you through college.
Yeah.
Do we maybe want to back up?
Well, at that point, I would say, okay, Drow, back up along that wall that you're against, and you fill the doorway to a room that you can go into.
Here,
Just go around the corner.
I'll actually be like, yeah.
There you go.
That.
All right, Kibble.
Alrighty.
All you get. Yeah.
So Kibble takes that from Draho, turns towards the bars. You see him clutch an amulet at his chest and kind of close his eyes and reaches out with that doorknob. As it connects with the bars, a green, like, flowing glow just pours out from the bars and all over him. Doesn't seem to be having any effect. And he turns the doorknob. The bars kind of vaporize away into a green mist, taking the doorknob with it.
Kibble, what was that?
Well, you said it was a prismatic thingy, so the green was probably poison, right? At least I think so.
Oh.
It would make sense.
This is why you're the leader.
Yes.
Wait, who's the leader?
I got the helmet.
So all
What?
Quiet, Kibble.
Well, what if you got the helmet?
It's the leader helmet.
so all that's
Something's
left on the plinth then is the memory line, right?
Correct.
So up in here was the bones.
Correct.
Yes.
All right, I will search the bones.
Okay. In searching the bones. Do.
Rib bones connected to the backbone. Backbone's connected to the hip bone. Hip bone's connected to my wristwatch.
You find among them a very fancy dinner plate.
Wristwatch. Uh-oh.
Sorry, Katie, did you say that again?
You among the bones, you find a very fancy dinner plate.
Ooh.
Like probably the finest of china you've ever seen.
Is it suspiciously not dirty?
It is not dirty.
When I looked at
It does have dust on top of it, but not on the bottom.
Oh,
it's suspiciously so.
Mm-hmm.
what's it do? Is
Oh,
it magical?
oh,
Let's
great leader
identify
of,
it.
oh, great leader of the party. Identify.
Navarro, did you want to take that one?
Yeah, I'll identify it.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Boop. That is ready for you in Discord.
Really flushing out this.
Oh, okay. That'll handy. I'm not sure how we will use that yet, but basically has permanent featherfall on it, and no matter how high you drop it from, it'll always featherfall. Can carry
Interesting.
only from fall damage. It's otherwise very, very breakable.
And what's it made of?
I don't know. It just has a fancy dinner plate.
Yep. So it is porcelain of some form. It has kind of an interesting like filigree to it and a emblazoned dragon face as the central portion.
So definitely don't give that to me.
It can only hold a pound though, so careful.
Like I
Only
said,
Can't use it as like a
don't
parachute.
give it to me.
I was just about to say, though, basically we put a pound of something on the plate and then drop it off a banister and it lands safely on the ground.
Correct.
I just pictured that using the spell, just you hold it above your head.
You could if you were a gnome that has cast Reduce on themselves.
You got to be a pound or lighter.
Only one who's naturally thin and get breakfast.
Well,
Katie, I got a question for you.
huh. That's a very
Probably
unique
not.
item. We can put that in the house.
Okay.
Keep it as a centerpiece of the kitchen.
Put a pound of food on it and just let it fall.
No, just keep it in the house as a centerpiece. In the kitchen, put it somewhere in the kitchen, and then whenever people come over, anybody with a discerning eye will be like, "Is that magical dishware?" And we can be like, "Oh yeah, that's an old trinket, not important." And it makes us look way more impressive.
As a practical joke, we just go, "Oh," and just watch it.
No, the practical joke is we purposely hand it to somebody in a way where they drop it and then scream at them until they realize it didn't break. Just to scare people into thinking they broke our good plates.
And that's why you're second in command.
It's a horrible prank. I love it. No, Drawhope just sees it as something that you can put up in the corner of the kitchen, and if somebody notices it, you can be like, "Oh yeah, that's nothing."
Raho has no idea what I've just found.
We have magical items all over this house that mean nothing to us because we're so extravagant.
So, should we maybe wait for Drawhope to see again?
I mean,
Also,
technically, Kibble could fix my eyesight right now. He does have lesser restoration.
Also, did anything else happen with the plinth?
So all of the runes, except for the one corresponding with memory, have faded.
Drawhope, remember something.
What do you need me to remember?
Something accurate.
So what exactly did you see when you were spasming on the floor?
I saw.
Kaizen
What I
starts
could-
to position himself behind the Drawho.
I saw what I could only describe as how Kaizen must have grown up, considering how he looks and behaves. I figured it was maybe a glimpse of his childhood, living in the sewers, running around, scavenging for food, fighting off his fellow hobos.
Okay.
It was a very sad life, man. It was a full life, too. I saw at least up until his mid-30s, maybe in human years.
How did you see that?
I tried to wipe the smudge off the polished balls so I could see myself better. And then I fell down and I saw what I assumed was Kaizen's people. Just all over the sewers, doing sewer people stuff. I never realized they lived that bad down there in the pores. It really changed my mindset on how privileged my upbringing was. I never had to fight a rat for my food.
Okay, so
I never killed an old man for his shoes.
okay, so root for memory is still there.
It is.
Do we? What do we do with that? Also, the door's open, so we can go if we think we're done here.
Can I
Yeah, I'm not-
arcana the rune for memory?
With disadvantage, I think. Considering you only see fuzzy images.
I would say yes with disadvantage, but also due to the fact of what you gained from that, which kind of muddles your memory.
I'm sure it does.
So,
Wow.
not with a 12.
Gibble, your book smart.
Kibble can arcane.
Go for it.
Is your hint.
Maybe.
Not with a 9.
Right, I guess I'll give it a shot.
You can't do everything.
With a 22, you would figure that it still is holding on to that form of magical power, that not all of it has left as of yet.
It's got another ghost, guys.
How do we do this?
Well, he touched the sphere and then fell down and then woke up and tried to hug Kaizen.
Yeah, that was
Because I understand Kaizen now. I get where he came from. He was a homeless sewer urchin. That's why he looked so raggedy when he showed up, and he's never been able to fit in with high society.
why Kaizen.
Well, that's what he
Anybody else
said.
want to give it a try?
I don't think I want to touch it, but
Out of character, I do appreciate how Kaizen reacted to Drow saying he understood him.
If we all touch it one at a time, and I wake you up before the next person.
or you know, we can do things to it other than touching it, like hit it with a cantrip.
I have a question. Now that Drow touched it, can we see his reflection?
You cannot.
Okay.
How about our reflections now that everything else is done?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to say right now, if one of you wants to touch it, be prepared for some really sad dreams of Kaizen's life.
Is Drow? How's Drow? How's your sight?
I mean, if we're waiting for the concoction, it's whenever that concoction's done. If we want to rush it along, Kibble can lesser restoration me.
No.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
it's been an hour, which, is the perfect amount of time for a rest.
Because if we're waiting for that to finish, then yeah, once it's done and the mud's out of my eyes and I can see again, then what do you need?
I was going to have you look in the chrome and see if you see yourself.
Oh, okay. I'll step up to the mirror.
Currently,
Do I
you have
see
mud on your
myself
face.
any better? Okay, I wash it off first and wash my face good. Then I look again.
Okay. Are you doing this pre-short rest or post?
Might as well make it pre-short rest.
Okay. Gruck just lets out this really long, exasperated.
My vision's still not better?
Correct. So
Okay, Kibble's going to use his second level spell to cure my blindness.
all right.
Because I never realized when we started this that he had lesser restoration.
With that, you are able to see into the reflection. However, you are still a smudge.
Now, here comes the problem. My memories are muddled. I currently am still seeing somewhat of the visions of what I assumed was Kaizen's upbringing. Would
What's the over
Drow
under he touches it again?
stupidly... I was going to say, would Drow stupidly try and clean the mirror again so he can see himself better? That's the next question, because he's not fully aware of what's going on, but his instinct would be, oh, the mirror's smudged. Let me fix that.
Which is what started this.
Do we high-low?
I think we should high-low this.
All right. High, low, good, bad, me, you.
That's your choice.
Let's say low, I touch it. High, I don't.
All right.
I'm not touching it. That's an 80. That's an 80, right?
That's an
No, it's
18.
18.
No.
That's low.
Oh,
You
you're
don't
right.
touch
It's an
it.
80.
You lick it.
Oh, is it an 8? It is an 80. You're right.
Oh, okay.
So I start to reach out to wipe the smudge and then realize that that's not a good idea and pull my hand back. Do you guys want to come over here and clean it? I feel like it's a bad idea to try and clean it myself. Usually I make the help clean mirrors.
Who's
Oh
got
God, what if the help
prestidigitation?
grew up like Kaizen? I can prestidigitation on it. What do you want me to prestidigitation it?
You're asking to clean it. Prestidigitation would clean it.
Oh yeah, let's try that. Prestidigitation to clean the mirror.
All right.
Faces.
It definitely seems shiny, but does not seem to remove your guys' smudged outlines. And those
Did my
smudges
Arcana
move
now to
with
know
you.
what will happen if I touch it?
You feel that it would activate its power once more.
I mean, I'm gonna touch it. It needs to be touched, and I know what the repercussions are. And it can only make Drawho more interesting on a meta level. Drawho can only get funnier. So, once again, muddled memories. Drawho's going to realize the prestidigitation didn't work and reach out to fight the smudge again.
Oh, stop. No.
So, as Drawho touches it, it doesn't seem to activate.
Thank God. Huh? But I can't get the, I'm aggressively rubbing it with a cloth now.
Yep, smudges are still there, and you see him just going all around this thing. It seems like he has no issue touching with it currently.
Can he touch
I get real aggressive in the polishing.
Guessing that it once he imprints on it, it won't activate again.
Correct.
So, do we all have to touch this thing?
It has one more charge, so at least one other person has to.
I don't want to change my personality.
I walk up. In the sock here, I probably have the best chance of resisting whatever magic it is.
I did kind of
Sock
have a
is too
Scrooge
important.
moment, yes.
Are
So
you sure, Kaizen?
I take off my weapons and I hand them to Ark.
What? Your weapons aren't in danger. Mine are still fine.
If he's wielding them, we're in danger.
Just, be prepared for some really weird dreams about poor people.
If that's the worst thing I see, I'll be okay.
I go ahead and take his weapon.
Okay. Kaizen touching it?
Kaizen's gonna touch it.
All right. As you reach out, the same sort of thing happens to Kai that did to Drawho. A rush of memories begins to fill Kaizen's sight. His body becomes racked with spasming pain, and his eyes roll into his head. Kai, roll me a d100.
But whose memory?
We're about to find out.
Is there a special way to do that, or
Pick
Just
up the
roll
D10,
2D.
right-click, and drop it in the chat tray.
First one's the 10, second one's the
43.
zeros, ones. So 43. Oh, that's not near where I was. I was at 31, so you should get something different from me. Yeah, what happened to me is by far the most hilarious random roll that could happen to Drawho. I think that even exists on that list he used.
The dice do tend to have a sense of humor when it comes to us.
I'll explain it to you if you want, because it's really not.
After school.
Yeah, it's not something drastic. It will affect his business dealings, but in the most hilarious and bizarre way.
Does the memory rune stay lit up after Kai touches it?
It does not. Along with that, the ball slowly falls and lands on the plinth.
It's powerless now?
Seems to be.
He didn't
How big
say
is it?
that.
It is the size of basically a basketball.
I'm taking it, telling Kibble, put this in the bag, but don't touch it. I'll take it out when it's time.
Oh, okay.
We're going to take this thing, and I'm going to find a way to melt it down and chrome our wagon.
It basically heals up in the bag of holding like this.
It's going to happen. If that doesn't work, then I am going to, in some way, chrome out something I own.
I think it would fit into a haversack easier than a bag of holding.
Let's put it there, then.
I think a bag of holding is like a satchel. So,
It's got to be able to go into the hole opening, and I don't know if it opens up big enough to accommodate a basketball type. It's up to the GM, but he's busy typing to Kaizen.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Oh no, I'm quick with the copy paste.
No, it's just that a bag of holding can't hold more than my haversack. So, meanwhile, Ark is just going to hand the weapons over to Navarra, which is the closest one, and then just go over to Kaizen.
A bag of holding will open to roughly 2 feet wide in diameter at the mouth.
That'll fit a basketball.
Okay, so it'll fit it.
So my medicine check for Kaizen is a 6.
So you figure that the slap didn't work well enough last time, so you go full on punch.
To be fair, I'm more confident that Kaizen can take a punch.
Yep. So go ahead and roll punch damage.
What's that, a D4?
No, I think it's just 1 plus your strength unless you have a specific...
Yeah. It's 1 plus strength unless you're trained for fighting.
Then 5.
Okay. That puts Kai there. Actually,
you need a feat to get a D4.
So 9 and 0. Perfect. With that, Kai, you wake up almost immediately, but this has all been still etched into your memory.
And Ark is just standing above you, and he punched you. He's winding back for another one.
Not necessary.
I'm gonna run up to Kaizen. Did you see your childhood too? Did you see my childhood?
Respect Raho.
I think it's more hilarious because Draho just assumes I saw part of your childhood through your eyes, and that's what makes it more hilarious.
All right,
I understand now.
What do you understand? Do you understand Mike? Did you see Mike growing up? Did you meet my crazy uncle?
No, that would have been terrifying.
What's up, Kaizen?
I lived a quiet life as a simple man.
Sounds boring.
It was wonderful.
Now I'm curious. Knowing what this is, I'm so curious what you got.
That's definitely not me.
I don't think that's any of us.
It's none of you. Again, Droho thinks this is Kaizen.
Droho is something special and completely indifferent. Whatever that orb is, I don't know if these memories are truth or not, but I'm going to have to find out. It holds the memories of a lifetime. And when you touch the orb, you experience them.
Is it just
a lifetime?
It's just bearded the fucking turn
lifetime.
So what you're saying is we get back home, this doesn't get smelted down or used as party tricks, but gets put in a place of reverence?
I don't know. I don't know how it acquires these memories. It could be a wholly infernal thing. If these memories and this life was stolen.
Arcana, can I determine now that this has been explained to me what might have happened?
Sure, give me an Arcana.
Because before I wouldn't have had any idea because I'm Draho, but now that I understand what's happening, natural
He's
back!
No, you are so overly certain that exactly the way that you're thinking of that is purely right.
I was going to say,
it's what?
We can always have
spot on with what actually happened.
To be fair,
he saw the background of somebody in the room. I'm just going to assume that maybe he saw Habib's childhood.
That could be.
Yeah. So I'm just going to be like, Habib, why'd you leave such a peaceful life for this?
Well, you see, I'm just a simple merchant and I try to sell my wares anywhere I can.
I hope being a simple merchant backs up Kaizen.
So is there anything else weird going on with the fountain?
With the what?
With the fountain.
No. So once you guys remove that ball, which is exceptionally heavy, it removes the final memory rune, and the plinth itself seems to just no longer has any luster.
Okay.
So you may want to look at that sphere more closely when we have save time.
Okay.
So do we short rest? Or are we short resting before we move on?
Well, technically, I thought we have short rested because there was talk that somebody.
He did that pre-short rest.
Oh,
Yeah, because
My
I
bad.
just used a spell slot to get it back, so we didn't have to wait to full rest. I mean,
so
I'm good to go. I've only lost 22 health.
to go out of here, we got to go north through the doors. Last time we did any kind of resting, we woke up in this room.
Well,
That's true. Oh yeah, those gems that were in the fountain, are they still there?
They are.
I'm gonna take one out. What happens?
Oh no.
Master of Arms.
Oh yeah, I'll give his weapon back.
Thank you.
No. I grab him. I grab him.
What? I want. Those are worth money. Those can help me set up my
If
new
you
venture.
pull them out, it starts the room again.
We don't know that, and those could help the poor back in Ravens Bluff.
Is there still a pile of gems in the other
Are
room?
you?
There is.
Does anybody have some rope that I can borrow?
Oh, we got plenty of rope. I got the adamantine chain too.
Okay. Ark, I'm gonna need you to hold him still.
I will actually physically pick up Draho, like in a bear hug.
Air hug.
Turn him around. And just go, hey Draho, do you know what would really help the poor? Going through that door.
Okay.
Okay, well, while Ark is holding him, I would like to tie one of those, like a harness on him, like you know, like you put on a kid, so they don't get too far away.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Has Draho lost his freedom of movement?
So I'm literally going to put Draho on a leash.
I kind of feel like I'm holding him like someone holds a cat, where there's like.
Oh,
Just like a
is-
football.
Yeah, Draho is not resisting very well.
I,
He's still very confused about what happened to him.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Like, I'm gonna let it go for now, but this is definitely not normal for him at all.
Grok, would you like to come with us, or do you want to stay here?
Oh, if you don't mind, I'll definitely follow in your wake and try not to get in your way.
Okay, I hand the other end of the rope to Kaizen.
What about Habib? Is he going to come with us?
was
What
gonna say,
about you,
Habib-
Habib? Are you gonna come with?
Oh, you all just go ahead and make your time and have your funds, and I will find my way out now that there is no lightning in my way. Yes.
I understand that we can have fun.
I thought the lightning was gone.
Yes, it's no longer in my way.
Ah, okay.
He probably wants us to clear the room before he tries to move out.
That is also helpful.
Okay. So, Kaizen, I assume, now has the rope because I handed him the rope. And I'm going to go through the door.
All right.
How
So,
much range do I
this
have
point,
on the rope?
like 10 feet.
Just enough to be in striking distance.
You're really inconveniencing the archer.
Well, the archer is really inconveniencing everyone else.
Or he'll cut you loose when combat starts because he needs two hands for his.
So did you tie him to me?
No, I handed you essentially a leash.
Oh, yeah.
Assumably, a very nice hand loop has been tied in the other end, like a wrist strap.
So, who's going through the door first?
Me. Although it should be Drow for all the headache things it's causing us. Top there.
If everyone thinks Drow should go first, he'll insist. But
I just want to make sure we get our orientation correct. Am I going up the top?
I can close map 9 now, yeah?
Yep. And you should have map 10.
Yep.
The Grand Museum spelled with an A.
Yes.
Nope. I'm out.
museum.
The door you enter leads you through or into a small square room. A rug sits centrally in the chamber, and it's decorated with a trio of items, all set on small pedestals. All have a silver quality to them.
I am, of course, the best candidate to solve this puzzle. What are the items?
On one pedestal lies a small silver vial containing a silver scale. Moonlight seems to cascade from above through a small finger-sized hole in the ceiling. The scale itself within the bottle, however, is frantically moving back and forth against the cylindrical walls, and most of its active strikes seem to be aimed towards the moonlight above.
Sorry, a scale as in like a balance, or a scale as in like...
Like a dragon scale.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this scale is like moving around?
Correct.
Interesting. You said there were 3?
Correct.
items?
Ready for the next one?
Yes.
On another pedestal lies the shape of a small silver coin. Somehow it manages to stay aloft on the edge of the coin. Do you get close enough to inspect?
Not just yet.
Okay.
Just getting my bearings here.
On the third
Is it the
pedestal...
shape of a silver coin?
Say again?
You said it was the shape of a silver coin?
Correct. Small, round,
So-
silver, flat, but sitting up on its edge.
Oh, I see. Okay. And then the third thing.
On the third pedestal lies a curious silver key, whose head is in the shape of both the shape of a heart, but also has a heart design cut into it. The key lays atop a small set of papers. This is a very small room. Lots of small. Totally small.
I'm gonna say I need someone who's book smart to come in here, and I'll shift to the side.
Okay, who's coming in
Go to
next?
the side. Go to the side.
I guess Navarre will come in.
Alrighty.
And then, if need be, I can walk in behind Navarro.
Oh,
All right, so where is everything at?
Basically in the... There is one here, and one here.
And the door on the other side is blue. I'm taking it.
It is not.
It's a trap. No. Does it have any distinguishing markings?
Which one? The door? Or the items?
The door.
The door? No.
The door. Okay.
Looks like every other door that you've walked through in here. Sans the blue coloring.
I want to destroy it, but I don't. Give it a second.
All right. So which item is where?
So the vial is the one closest. The coin is in the lower right, and the key is in the lower left.
Right.
Okay, let's start with investigating the vial.
Nothing major kind of strikes out other than the fact that it is actively hitting the wall of the vial upwards towards that moonlight.
Let's go.
You said it's a dragon scale?
Looks like it.
Any particular color?
Silver.
Silver.
Silver, okay.
Silver is a good dragon. So. And the coin and the key.
So if I get closer to the coin, am I able to see anything else?
Closer inspection of the coin, you notice that the edge of the coin contains some language. The face of the coin seems to have been fashioned to represent a stylized skull, while the tail holds the symbol of a small knife encased in flame. Which, that's items.
You son of a...
Images.
So you know what this is about, then?
Looks like this.
Ooh.
Okay. Do I recognize any of this?
Give me a history check.
Can I history? I got history. I'm good at history.
Are you in the
You're
room?
tied up and in the back.
All right.
No.
Sadly, not with a 1.
Well, is Kaizen within 10 feet of entering that room?
Well, I'm standing at the door, ready to enter if need be.
Then I can push past you and get at least up close enough to see these things and make my own history check.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Navarro, do you want me to look at anything?
Yeah, if you want to take a look at the other stuff.
If
15.
Arkin dies.
You think that is that flaming small knife symbol is likely a thieves organization. One that's been defunct for some time.
Seem to recall one of my uncles was into less than savory business practices. I seem to recall him having an item with this symbol on it once. I believe it was some sort of thief organization, but I think they went out of business. I think they either all got arrested or disappeared. I don't know if he was a member or because he did adventure a lot, but he also spent a lot of time in Waterdeep.
What does the coin say?
Are you picking it up enough to read all of the way around?
I am not touching anything.
Okay.
Is it written on the edge of the coin or
Correct.
around the perimeter of the coin with the face?
So it's on the edge.
Okay.
Well,
So
can he
I could
read that isn't on the table?
The portion that you can make out that isn't covered up reads, "Once you were targeted by a pickpocket who later returned your purse and apologized in person before fleeing in terror."
That seems like the full sentence.
no, there's probably something still missing.
And investigating the other key.
That almost sounds like a memento.
So the key itself doesn't seem to be anything different than what's already been described, but as you get close, you'll notice that the paperwork looks to be some sort of information on a bank safety deposit box. Specifically, it's been stamped with Port of Luskan. Go ahead and give me a history check, Navarro.
Okay.
14 will do. You'll know that keys like this, specifically in this shape, were once made by the people of Bryn Shander, one of the 10 towns of Icewind Dale, and that few of the items that are made by its people were not made out of scrimshaw from the bones of the knucklehead trout.
What about this third item, if we inspect it without looking?
No, we inspected all three.
Yep, so you're down next to the coin? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the other thing, not the coin. The other item that's in here.
Is a silver dragon
Vial.
scale in a vial that's constantly banging towards the moonlight above.
Towards the moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought there might be something written on it. So.
Nope, there is not.
Okay, so we've got a coin from a defunct thieves guild with an inscription about a thief that stole something and returned it and ran away afraid. A coin or a key from essentially Icewind Dale, made of bone, and a dragon scale that's trying to escape into the roof.
And the paperwork that goes with it is for a safety deposit box.
Mm-hmm.
In Luskin.
And the key
is there
itself is
anything on the-
actually silver.
Is there any
silver.
It's rare
paperwork?
that there's anything up there that's not made of bone.
Correct. Everything is made of
Anything in
silver.
the paperwork say what was in the box?
Does not. And unfortunately, the name has been etched out.
Okay, that was going to be my next question about any information on who owned it.
And again, just to note that the door to the south is not blue. So that's
Is the vial suspended or resting in a holder?
It's resting on the plinth, on its side, and you see it kind of jerk back and forth a little bit as that silver scale hits the top and then kind of moves around. But the scale, being that it's trying to go towards that moonlight, keeps it predominantly in the center.
What happens when I wave my Naginata in the air above it?
Seems to pause momentarily as the moonlight is broken.
Okay, so I bring it back to center so the moonbeam is breaking contact with it.
Okay. And then the dragon scale settles.
Do you want to
And
move it away from... I mean, we got Mage Hand. Move it away from the moonlight and see if it reacts trying to pull towards the moonlight.
well, I think it's because the moonlight's touching it.
That's what
as
I mean.
soon
If
as
we
it-
move it where it's not touching it, I wonder if it'll want to drag towards the moonlight instinctively.
No, because it would be trying to get from underneath the halberd right now.
Good point.
So I will pull the halberd back, and it's going to continue its bumping.
Mm-hmm.
But taking it off the plinth may cause something else to happen, and I don't think we want to do that.
I've been told I'm not allowed to touch anything, so...
That's correct, and in fact, you probably can't move your hands.
Do we maybe want to see what's on the other side of that door before we touch anything?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like we have to solve this puzzle to progress. If this even is a puzzle. I mean,
It might just be
our
free
host
magic
seems
items.
like he's a collector of items. So this could just be part of his collection.
Also, I'm kind of worried about how small this room is. Kibble, check for traps on the door.
All right. Go ahead and make that roll.
Alright. Let me get skills for Kibble. It is perception.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation, sorry. Bring up investigation. Actually, this roll doesn't change for investigation. It's still a +6.
All right. So, no, doesn't seem to be any traps.
All right.
Okay, can we identify on these 3 items while they're
No,
sitting there?
not
You
without
have to
touching them.
touch them.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I don't want to leave behind possibly useful things. That dragon scale, if I bring Rokan out and have him look at it, does he notice anything about it? Anything weird?
He seems to kind of paw at it a little and is exceptionally curious. You get a mental picture of a silver dragon in your head.
Okay, I'm going to mentally ask back, what's that mean to you?
You get a kind of set of pictures that make you feel warmth, happiness, love.
Oh, is that a family member?
Oh, if you could see the eye rolls.
But you guys don't know. This is all internal dialogue between me and a dragon.
And this is out of character.
He doesn't seem to get the concept of family member.
Is it like me, but a dragon?
Still seems confused.
Is it like you have a connection with me, but with a dragon?
You see a picture of a heart.
Okay. Well, given this, I'm going to ask him if he wants to take it.
You see him pensively nod.
Asking a dragon if he wants to take treasure.
Yeah. I will tell him mentally, go ahead and take it. It belongs to you as far as I'm concerned.
Meanwhile, I have no idea this is going on, so I open the door.
All right. Those of you in the back see Rokam reach out, take that scale, and kind of clutch it towards its heart. Opening the door, you see that there's a set of stairs leading into a large room filled with objects most of you have never seen before. A massive metal contraption housing many metal wheels at its base, and a long extending tube from a protrusion on its top. Seems almost reminiscent of your armored wagon, taken to an almost ludicrous degree. A smaller metal device with two wheels stands leaning against a small metal rod. And finally, another large metal monstrosity that seems to be in parts.
Do we have pictures?
Working on it.
Oh, okay.
So nothing happened after he took that scale?
Correct.
Oh, you bastard.
An actual tank. An actual tank.
And a motorcycle.
And with that, that's where we'll leave it for this session.
I'm going to take those other two items now. Clearly nothing bad will happen if you take this stuff, because Rokan managed to do it.
So,
I don't know.
As always,
I'm kind of curious about the tank.
As always, thank you for our viewers that are watching and to the players playing. We'll see you guys next week, with any luck. May not happen.
Have a good night. Thanks, guys.
You don't need family when you have